yo ba ukuku mu odu. Fakrata pie se wawale. Daddy Lumba wadie eye nkomo abey. Ne yire a ogina mu Mrs. Akosua Serwaa fosu. Asa dia mo kenyina se Daddy Lumba wadi biom. Wa yo ba ukuku mu odu. Fakrata pie se wawale. Ebe true bigami nya boka. So if the noise we are making about Daddy Lumba is true, but the letters we are seeing that Odo Broni Priscilla, beautiful young Priscilla, who by calculation was said to enter into Daddy Lumba's life at age 16. There's also another issue to be discussed.
What I say 16 or
what they're doing.
Odo Broni, yesi wudi agura, yebe chill. Enei, when you miss call. Yesi enei, se wanye careful. Na oye wadini se kwa yi certificate. Se ya wari wa. Ye did the law of bigamy ebe chill. Enti enei, se owo certificate bi kura wo hono mo a. Fashe one corner. When I want this social media for chi. Na empre wo ho nya hwehwe mu enkoyi certificate bi mfa ma. Se o de ba be kire. Se the late Daddy Lumba ware o. Anya sa ye did the law of bigamy ebe ye de ebe chiwo busua. Councillor Lutterodt enene wo to Odo Broni for say Daddy Lumba ene eye maame Akosua Serwaa wale under civil law a kire se wo mram. Na wo obi a wo ye bempah na wo ye oba obe wale sankofu mu ba akokora no wato mra entie nei amanfo ye se an Odo Broni ya ware no eno no se ye no ho de so Odo Broni ahwe yie na wo ye nhwehwe ani mu na adwene se nei okofa certificate bi di aba se ye original se ye fake emra no ebetimi ache no saa enenei watu abusua panyinifo abusua panyini star boy wase Daddy Lumba esaman ayesaman twentwen onkoi owusu enti abeya abusua panyini abusua ne ntrase na omomfa yie entu yie anyesa Daddy Lumba enei ayesaman twentwen owie yesoso ana abusua wode afutuo bi ma team legal wife say enema bi a wo mo ye ene nsem bi a wo mo ka no edu tambia wo ntiatia break cause empayefo se ya wade nyina ho kwan na nso ne nyina ene fata ye sana twere no e kan ye ensem bi wo no mo a wo ka wo di defend no kore but enye the right time wo ye se wo ka ensem bi wo no kore no ni kwan so mo ka enei wo se okwa join ni team legal wife na nso so obetu omofo se enkomu bi ho no mo a enya duru ho enchansi bi ho no mo ye bua so eni kwan so mo bie so ntentem sa da bi anya sa omo be defend the right thing at the wrong time and abusua kansa Lutterodt afi information akansem ayeden edego aha AHINTASEM TV subscribe, like and share the comments to the abusua ehene video no emra
Daddy Lumba, our icon, the late Daddy Lumba, who is late but his stories are not late.
exactly.
It's funny, eh?
Still number one.
Daddy Lumba knows very well that he was going to pass the baton to die.
Yeah.
Because he wrote songs of his demise.
Yes.
And we played the song whilst he was still living. So he was not supposed to die now. Because you people boy,
for years.
But Nyami fan cry and say, but Daddy
Lumba so as a related to now ne wife Akosua Serwaa and sister no request says say yen hwehwe mu with regards to the Daddy Lumba because some stories na ya me ensa. Yes no the any kan yes me the hospital ne kan you know.
Now my chim go hu ade bi papa bi say baba bi magician bi say this ni bi onu su kita dua bi Daddy Lumba ne ku no say na owuah fi ana owuah fi abi mu mienu mu hu ye alaje baby
and be hu video producer one video no o say alaje
o so TikTok o kita dem so ni say no na owuah ba mu mienu enyo na owuah kata mu mienu na ba say obi na ku ni omi ane kwa ba mu mienu edu na ye na ba mu mienu ninna o ba mu mienu miensa enai o ya the dog you cry kwa na if there's anything man can do what will prevent you from dying. Because life is not short.
That is true.
Death is short.
Oche se bibia o da se no betumi aye de abon kwa ho ban firi owo ho de.
Oye den wewu. But Daddy Lumba sunsume set tenase. Enye na me kan ye me say repeat. The soul of the late Daddy Lumba in the annals of the dead is still longing around. So busiafon transinian so sunsum and transinian de say yaman. Enu amamre me can see you. But Daddy Lumba wadi aye mami kem let me see on record that for me by documentation the wife I know is Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu, and it ends there. Number 2, by documentation on what I'm reading. If it's wrong, then I'm wrong. But if it's right, per what I've seen through the filing, through the meaning that's a legal wise, I'm not going to legal fees. Are you aware?
I've been reading them and hearing.
I didn't
them.
know they took the case to court. Meaning, I think she's giving too much details. If we are here to salvage the legacy of the man, in community, they should shelve it.
Good. Good.
Me wani na man kama friend. Me wa team catch team legal wives. Me catch almost say sa ye no mo be yenti na be me join it because they need a counselor on board. Enye nsem nyina na ye kan bedwam. Wan hwe ye abodam ni e ba beje wo ntoma wa adwade. Na wo PS o kwalo no fuku so obema guso be say one ne ho na abodam. Wan hwe ye, you will say what you are not supposed to say to defend what you are supposed to defend. So I want to plead with team legal wives. Some of the things they are saying,
it shouldn't come out.
even if it is true, it's not needed.
It is not for public consumption.
Team legal wives.
But I think that afutuo should go to both parties because the other side, so a lawyer, no, letters are a babonte, no. I mean, these are they are revealing so many things.
I think that the lawyer, the said lawyer, of the Fosu royal family, the details he's getting, I don't know where he's getting them from, but if there's a legal way of writing, some of the contextual context of their writings doesn't sound legal.
Exactly how social. I felt when I saw on social media.
It sounds social. But I am thinking that it could be an AI writing on their letterhead.
Possibly.
Because I don't believe a law firm with that level of credibility. My sweetest friend, Baba Jama, I love the guy so much. If the law firm truly is his, the way he's straightforward and the way he speaks, there are some things that would not be a social commentary on a legal letterhead. So I want to say that AI can do a lot. It could be an alleged statement written. For example, that a law firm will write that if you find your name in the brochure of your late husband, consider it a privilege because you have children with the man. A law firm wouldn't do this. This is a social conversation. And responding to a suit, there's a way we respond to suit, but a small thing we have learned. So I want to say that letter I saw, because I've not seen the original, I always say that this could be an AI letter.
You assume this cannot be
because Baba Jama's all the errors that are happening. No. So yensu be being few say Daddy Lumba wade pe krata mehu e kire say wa wade e wo emremu. Oyima awade ya miensa a yagitum wo Ghana ne amanya bebre so.
Okay.
Kemofo wade yagitum wo ha.
Yeah.
Efia wade yagitum wo ha.
Good.
So your friend Muhammadan marriage, your friend a customary marriage, and your friend back on civil marriage. You need church marriage, I repeat. The mistake of the church is that because they were preaching one man, one wife, and they heard that they said there's a legal marriage that makes one man to one wife, they jumped to it and thought it was a spiritual marriage. But there's nothing spiritual about legal marriage. So they quote a scripture and say, for what the Lord has put together, let no man put asunder. But the Lord has not put anybody together as far as I'm concerned. It is the law. No, if they want to really go, it is the law.
Because no, put one together.
And what the law has put together, a judge can put asunder.
Okay.
Because mrana yedi echichiri awade. Sa mrana yedi di ja awade. And awade enya forever and ever. And komona yedi ni die ntia Daddy Lumba ho aba nkomo enye ma Serwaa nti. Mi bisa, why not ma Serwaa ne da? The Daddy Lumba.
People didn't even know her. I'm for crying Nemo Lumba. Until so we are buy and send on the picture.
You say name no need. Because photo to me manipa strange. Obuhwe na send nim tia. Photo when people be tan.
Deception, So maybe you be on a camera, if like it looking good on.
Obi to say girl where you try and picture sync for camera in ye Florence Obini. Oso mu kita mo camera in ye. Ana refi. Oso mo camera man pani ye no. Okay. Obi so can say, your camera has made me short. Don't take your camera. One of the celebrities. So camera to money pa but Obi so na a filter na ye camera. So sa wade mi nsan ye wo mu yi. Ye wo kramofo wade. Enu po na nsan statistic just say Omo 95 and register ba mo te ho saa e ya ware 9 omo de no mutumi ko ba bia omo du 4 na omo aka kramoni tumi ware beyond 4 saa na mo ko register no de to so me no ye fia wade na ye frɛ no mo frɛ no engagement saa anyawa no eno ye hia afana mienu no emra na etwetwe saa wade ne say you need the two families to agree. Once the man's family, the woman's family agree, there is contract called marriage by law. You can register it, and it is polygamous. Polygamous because you can marry more. ye frɛ kunafo mienu miensa and nine aware sel ye be ye mo nyina mo ho ade e tie Kunafo Association of Ghana monsa lie na mo nye kuna ema mu kun hey obisua panyin star boy ciao bisa panyin star boy ciao e tie bisa panyin ba so na ka se yemfa mo nyina mbom no mi okuna san se be man e practice polygamy awa ye mmeremu no ye gitumu aware dodo ye gitumu ba ye ba de toso miensa na under the cap 127 na and your friend is civil marriage but minya di chire bi wo ha no kura ni se ye koye fia wade wo ha mebo a tie ye
yeah
na ye ntezi a ni akoye court de no
efiada ana memene
ana Saturday mra ni se immediately a obeye fie de a obepa wanu maka akọ register se me ya court de a ye civil marriage no efie de na gu that's the law
okay
and tell him anti
This is
because the year will feel
so after the legal marriage you don't need the traditional marriage ring
because it is nullified by law. That is why go and check your marriage register. When you finish engagement, did na your wedding aselo. Osha ya tro ubudin.
Yeah.
And ya to spinster. And ya tro including and ya to bachelor. Na mo engagement da.
Na ya engagement but
so
who say ya ware for. Who say ya ware for, right?
So the law doesn't recognize you as because the law says you can't marry twice.
Okay.
So that one was nullified.
Great.
Which means the family has no right over that marriage again. So your fans and go court our dear fans say our dear be
in the first place.
There is no marriage. Learn this if you're angry. When a man goes to find himself and naturalize as a citizen of another country, the body belongs to that country, and I'll come there.
Exactly.
Ohima,
we che.
I don't know bye. No, we are here, me am for 26 years. Tell me. So Daddy Lumba what ye a young Koma Bay. Ne yire our jinam Mrs. Akosua Serwaa fosu asa. Diamo Kenyina said Daddy Lumba what bium. Wow, your bow kukumodu. Fakata pie se wawalo.
This is
Be true bigami. Ya boka. Tie sa kota wade no. Ye wade ne ye tro se wa wade a emra ne se ye tumi jade wo court. Any friend is civil. Sorry now we here wo ho no mbra ne se the church must be licensed. The officer must be gazetted. These are the two things you need. So there's nothing called garden wedding, sea wedding, beach wedding, pool wedding. But we have what we call the special wedding, where you go and do the 90 days registration, clearance is given to you, and then they send somebody from the court by the speciality of the investigation and come and sign for you at a certain venue. The law says the marriage should not take on after 6 p.m. Hear me. Matisen Crow say, now I'm Crawford, so I'm going to court, Diana, Chino, some Befia engagement. I am Bogu, Sika Saya, Jimmy, and Nidia Abro. So, his son said, what court sign or court? Now you are Mrs. Kobe. Now Befia Befia Diana Ayadeng.
Okay.
And Mrani says, so far with him is fair. Very soon, the software will be court. Mrani say, oh, Gina was sorry, them. Now, Bisa say, now why not your bay, Emma? It is illegal.
Okay.
Now, I'm trying me, Mr. Momoni Typhoid Street. Now, so for Nebisa. Now, I pay your Gina, hey, why you be with fear and son of your banana? It is illegal to ask these silly questions because the marriage you want to recognize at the event is nullified
already.
There's no marriage because you are by law you are blessing a couple that has never married before.
Okay.
Under the law, what worry with jai? The same me worry jai. And to me feel former mature divorce. And yes, me want me here with mature divorce. That's my worry jai. And to what worry jai or character mature divorce. And now call divorce. Ya ma certificate me nu. Baku yo ba ne dia. Baku ne be man dia. Se ne be ya yembia. Oya wadwin so be ware wo mrem ne ekobo udin ne ye search na. Divorce tato.
Enti no mo ware wo Europe no. So before they register your marriage safe, as say oba ebeje krata eche say oye single. Yeah.
So you clear yourself.
No, you clear yourself that you are not married.
Now what already me ka mama ne ya o. Asamaja wale da asamunza. Mrani say he has never married before.
Okay.
Why? Because the woman Asamaja got married to was married already under the law. So Asamajan committed bigamy. But in court, when they asked him, he said, I didn't know she was married. That is what exempted Asamajan from being caught as somebody who deliberately is marrying somebody's wife. Okay. So if the noise we are making about Daddy Lumba, is true. Per the letters we are seeing, that Odo Broni, Priscilla, beautiful young Priscilla, who by calculation was said to enter into Daddy Lumba's life at age 16. There's also another issue to be discussed.
Which I said 60 or
what they're doing.
Let me say social media for next.
Fifi, if when you say, Munja, the way, no. Munja, the way, and the TV, the club, off.
Oh, hima, we a che.
And what for remote and yes, stand by now, but when quad when you is as a bibia, you set to be emotion. And who need remote as a producer, you call off in 5 minutes.
Goldberry and Construction Limited for say, main country say, more 5 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, finished apartment or more higher than a ton with a flexible payment terms. Interbusioni Juha, for numbers now a good screen sono 020 70 36 71 0 na efromo na enomo endi eye ehun kom afetu so say opese omu sit down from scratch to finish so betimi aboa say wo da bi na pese omu pese omu renovate so edema so betimi ayede aboa say ene o asase ena pese already start so betimi ayede aboa was akwan so say ene so o de open building materials so a abusuya omu betimi ayede aboa say o sit down ena open drawing plan ultramodern one part so contact omo na abusuya munye bi emfama omo no bese no 020 70 36 71 0 020 70 36 71 0 abusuya from Mrs.